This place looks like Iceland. Black rock, low cloud, wind that makes you lean into it. But it isn't Iceland. It's the Isle of Skye. The UK, and nothing here has the softness you expect from the UK. This landscape wasn't shaped gently. It began with volcanoes. Layer after layer of lava spilled out, cooled, and hardened into black basalt. That's why the cliffs break into sharp edges, why the ground feels raw, why this place looks like the wrong latitude. Then the ice arrived. During the last ice age, glaciers scraped across this island. They stripped away soil, flattened ridges, carved everything down to bone. When the ice melted, less than 12,000 years ago, what it left behind wasn't finished. A car edges along a single-track road. A walker tightens their hood and keeps going. Sheep hold the lane like it's theirs. Then you see it. A seam in the tarmac. Fresh asphalt stitched into older road. A rebuilt edge, rebuilt again. Because the ground here is still sliding. So here's the question. How can a mountain be moving if you can't see it? And what happens if it doesn't stop? Skye is full of places people queue for. Clear blue pools high in the hills, a lighthouse at the edge of the Atlantic, a castle lived in for centuries. But this isn't that story. We're here for the part of Skye that hasn't settled yet. Start with what most people already know. The Old Man of Storr, a single pillar of rock cut out against the ridge. One of the most photographed landmarks in Scotland. But it didn't rise up. Everything around it moved away. The Old Man is what stayed standing when a huge section of this hillside began to slide downhill after the ice retreated. It isn't just a landmark, it's the leftover. And further along the ridge, the instability stops hiding. The Quiraing. Low cloud on the ridge, one jagged pinnacle breaking through, a road dissolving into the slope. Most people stay close to the road. They take the photo everyone takes. Then the wind picks up. Stay longer, and the view changes. The ground tells a different story here. A dip in the track where you didn't expect it. A shelf of land sitting slightly off level. Fence posts that lean, then straighten, then lean again further on. Everyone moves like they've learned something here. A hiker steps wider without breaking stride. A couple slows where the ground looks wetter. A driver takes the bend carefully, even when the road is empty. Habit. This isn't one strange corner of Skye. The Trotternish escarpment runs for around 23 kilometres along the peninsula. From the Storr at one end, through this broken ridge system, and on toward the coast. It's often described as the largest landslip landscape in Britain. Down at Floddy the coastal road keeps sinking. They repair it, then it shifts again. Sheep graze on the folds of the slope. Ravens hang in the wind above the ridge. A car waits in a passing place, engine ticking quietly. On the rocks below, seals haul themselves up and lie still, as if nothing is changing at all. This hillside is built in layers. Hard volcanic rock on top, weaker layers underneath. Water gets in. Rain, freeze, thaw, over and over. In places, the slope still moves just a few centimetres a year. That doesn't sound like much, but over a human lifetime, that adds up to meters. And the strangest part is where it still happens. Up on the ridge, much of the ground sits quietly now, but down at the toe, where waves keep cutting into the base, the ground is still adjusting. Once you know what you're looking at, this stops being scenery. It becomes a moving record. Those tilted slabs, they're not dramatic geology. They're sections of hillside that have rotated and settled at a new angle. That sideways drift in the path, that's not bad maintenance. That's the ground slowly changing where straight is. And once you've seen it, you start spotting the same story everywhere. A fence that doesn't line up, a verge rebuilt, a road edge that's been cut back again. And it changes how you move. A pause before a step, a handout for balance, a glance at the wetter ground, because that's where it gives first. This is what still moving looks like. Then Skye does what it always does. A break in cloud, the ridge sharpens, and for a moment you can see the scale of it. Not one viewpoint, a whole edge of land that's been slipping and resetting since the ice left. Then the cloud closes it again. Boots on stone, breath in cold air, a jacket zipper rattling in the wind, a few centimetres at a time. That's why this place feels unreal, because it's still unfinished.